Your credit card statement says the minimum due is $92.48. That sounds like a payment plan. But on an illustrative $3,000 balance at 24.99% APR, the first month's interest is about $62.48. Only $30 reduces the balance. You paid on time. You stayed current. But roughly two-thirds of that first payment paid for time, not principal. That is the hidden receipt inside the minimum due. A minimum payment is designed to keep the account from becoming delinquent. It is not necessarily designed to make the fastest exit. Let's take one example statement apart, follow the balance, and compare three different payment paths. There is no single minimum payment formula used by every card. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau says policies vary by issuer and product. Many formulas compare a fixed dollar floor with a calculation based on the balance, interest, and fees. For this illustration, we will use the greater of $40, or 1% of the balance plus that month's interest. With a $3,000 balance and a monthly interest charge of about $62.48, the first minimum becomes about $92.48. $30 a tax principal. The rest is interest. Next month the balance is slightly smaller, so the calculated minimum also becomes slightly smaller. That shrinking payment is the mechanism that makes the path stretch. Watch what happens when the payment keeps following the balance downward. After the first month, the balance is about $2,970. After 1 year, it is still about $2,659. After 3 years, it is about $2,089. The payment did not fail. It did exactly what the formula asked. But as the balance fell, the required payment also fell, so less money was available to accelerate the finish. Under these exact illustrative assumptions, with no new purchases, no fees, and every payment made on time, the path lasts about 139 months. That is more than 11 years. Total interest is roughly $4,432, more than the original balance. Your real statement can be very different. The point is the shape of the path. Now freeze the payment instead of letting it shrink. If you kept paying the first $92.48 every month, the same illustrative balance would be gone in about 55 months. Total interest would be about $2,051. Raise the fixed payment to $150, and the payoff falls to about 27 months, with roughly $921 of interest. These are not recommendations. They are a controlled comparison using the same balance and a PR. The important change is not a trick rate or a refinancing promise. It is simply that the payment does not decline as the balance declines. More of every later payment reaches principal, so the exit gets closer faster. You do not need to build this estimate from scratch. Federal rules require credit card statements to include a minimum payment warning. The statement must estimate how long it would take to repay the current balance if you make no new charges and pay only the minimum. It also shows an estimated monthly amount for paying the current balance in 36 months, along with the estimated total cost and potential savings. Those figures use your current balance and your account's actual minimum payment formula. They do not include future purchases. Find that box before treating the minimum due as a plan. It is the closest thing on the statement to a payoff map. Here is a simple way to read the bill. First, protect the minimum when you can, because missing it may trigger fees, penalty terms, and credit damage. Second, separate that delinquency threshold from the amount you choose for payoff. A fixed amount above the minimum can keep shrinking requirements from shrinking your effort. Third, automate the chosen amount only after checking that your cash flow can support it. Fourth, look at the next statement's warning box and compare the new payoff estimate. If you cannot make the minimum, do not ignore the bill. The CFPB recommends contacting the card company right away and considering reputable nonprofit credit counseling. This is general education, not a personalized debt plan. The minimum due answers one question: what must I pay to stay current this month? A payoff plan answers a different one: What payment gets me out on a timeline, I understand. Sometimes those numbers are close. Sometimes they are years apart. So read the interest charge, find the repayment disclosure, and watch whether your payment shrinks with the balance. The most important number on a credit card statement is not always the one printed next to minimum due. It may be the fixed amount you decide not to let shrink. This is the hidden receipt. Subscribe for the real price hiding inside everyday bills.